The white silhouette. The little egret, or Egretta garzetta, is more than just a white bird standing in a marsh. It is a masterclass in avian elegance and a living symbol of conservation success. Small, slender, and snow-white, it belongs to the Ardeidae family, which includes herons and bitterns. If you were to spot one today, you would likely be struck by its black and gold aesthetic. While its plumage is entirely white, its long, dagger-like bill is black, as are its thin legs. However, the true giveaway for identification is its feet. The little egret is famous for its bright yellow feet, often described as golden slippers. This striking contrast makes it unmistakable as it stalks through shallow waters. While it may appear simple at first glance, the little egret's anatomy is highly specialized. It stands about 55 to 65 centimeters tall, with a wingspan that can reach over a meter. Despite this impressive size, it is incredibly light, weighing only about 350 to 550 grams. This lightness allows it to move delicately over soft mud and floating vegetation. During the breeding season, the little egret undergoes a transformation. It develops long, lace-like plumes on its back and chest, known as egrets. Most notably, two long, slender feathers grow from the nape of its neck, streaming back in the wind like ribbons. These plumes were once so highly prized in the fashion industry that they nearly led to the species' extinction, a topic we will explore further in its history. To watch a little egret hunt is to watch a calculated performance. Unlike the gray heron, which often stands motionless for hours, the little egret is an active, even frantic feeder. One of its most fascinating behaviors is foot stirring. The egret will extend one leg and vibrate its yellow feet in the water or mud. This action disturbs small fish, amphibians, and invertebrates, flushing them out of hiding. Once the prey moves, the egret strikes with lightning speed, using its neck like a coiled spring. They are also known to use a technique called canopy feeding, where they spread their wings to create a shadow over the water. This reduces glare, allowing them to see beneath the surface more clearly, and sometimes tricks fish into seeking cover right beneath the bird's beak. The little egret is a cosmopolitan species. You can find them across Europe, Africa, Asia, and Australia. They are primarily associated with wetlands, marshes, riverbanks, lakes, and coastal lagoons. However, they are highly adaptable. It is not uncommon to see them in flooded fields or even man-made drainage ditches. In recent decades, their range has expanded significantly northward. Once considered a rare visitor to the British Isles, they are now a common year-round resident, a shift many scientists attribute to a combination of climate change and improved wetland protection. Little egrets are social creatures, especially when it comes to nesting. They breed in colonies known as heronries, often sharing space with other species like cattle egrets, grey herons, or spoonbills. The mating season begins with elaborate displays. Males will point their bills skyward, stretch their necks, and vibrate their wings to attract a mate. Once a pair bond is formed, the fashionable plumes mentioned earlier play a role in their mutual displays. The nest is usually a platform of sticks built in trees, bushes, or reed beds. The female lays 3 to 5 pale greenish-blue eggs. Both parents share the responsibility of incubation, which lasts about 21 to 25 days. When the chicks hatch, they are covered in white down and look quite prehistoric. They are incredibly vocal and demanding, often competing fiercely for the regurgitated fish provided by the parents. The story of the little egret is inextricably linked to the history of the conservation movement. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, plume hunting was a massive industry. The delicate back feathers of the egret were in high demand for ladies' hats in London, Paris, and New York, At one point, these feathers were worth more than their weight in gold. Millions of birds were killed, often leaving orphaned chicks to starve in the nests. The public outcry over this cruelty led to the formation of the Society for the Protection of Birds, which later became the RSPB in the UK. This movement eventually led to the first laws protecting wild birds, proving that the little egret is a pioneer of modern environmentalism. While generally quiet, the little egret is not silent. In the colony, they produce a variety of croaks and gurgling sounds. Their most common call is a harsh croak, usually heard when they are startled or when they are defending a prime fishing spot from a rival. Outside of the breeding season, they are somewhat more solitary, but they still prefer to roost together at night. Seeing dozens of these bright white birds descending into a single dark tree at dusk is one of nature's most serene sights. As apex predators of the shallows, little egrets play a vital role in maintaining the balance of wetland ecosystems. They help control populations of small fish and insects. Because they are sensitive to water quality and habitat loss, their presence is often used by ecologists as an indicator of a healthy wetland. Today, their biggest threats are no longer hunters, but rather the drainage of wetlands for agriculture or urban development. Runoff from farms can contaminate the fish they eat, and while it has helped them expand north, rising sea levels threaten the coastal salt marshes where many colonies reside. The little egret is a testament to resilience. From the brink of extinction during the Victorian era to its current status as a thriving, expanding species, it reminds us that nature can recover if given the space and protection it needs. Next time you are near a body of water and see a flash of white, look for the black bill and those famous golden slippers. You aren't just looking at a bird, you are looking at a survivor, a hunter, and a piece of living history. Its silent, graceful presence is a reminder of the delicate beauty that exists in our remaining wild spaces.